Hello y'all, this is Soundwave VGM Music, and I just want to talk about a few things in this video. Now first off, right off the bat, there will be no music in this video because we already know YouTube loves slapping me with copyright claim IDs. Seems like they've been love doing that lately, so it won't be no music in this video playing in the background. But I also want to talk about Transformers, and I just want to talk about why I love the live action movies, and I want to talk about the ones that's my least favorite, which is pretty much it's just one that's my least favorite. But I want to talk about the first Transformers. Now I seen the first Transformers in 2007. I went to the movies with my brother, and we seen it on the big screen. We seen it. That's what I went. That's what I seen it for the first time. I went to the movies, and I can remember just being so blown away how the robots look and how they brought them to life on a big screen. And that's something I just will always appreciate about the movies, is that they did an amazing job making them look believable and making them look realistic. I like that. They didn't make them look cartoony or too animated. They made them look realistic. And I have to say I really enjoyed the first movie. I can remember like the characters we got in the movie. Like the first Decepticon they introduced was Blackout, and we also got our first Autobot, which was Bumblebee. And I love how we got other characters like Barricade, Starscream, Megatron. We also got characters like Optimus Prime, and just seeing them transform for the very first time was just so. It was just so. I was just so blown away by it. Just an incredible feel. Seeing them transform, and just to see the characters brought to life. On a big screen, and it's just something how they took something that was a cartoon and that was a toy, and they just made it realistic. They brought it to life, and that's something I can always appreciate about the Transformers live action movies, is that they really made them realistic. They brought them to life. They really like took something that was a cartoon that was and they just made it realistic. They made it believable, and I just think that Michael Bay and Steven Spielberg, including the people that do the CGI for the robots, they don't get enough credit at all, especially in this day and age, because anytime someone want to bring up stuff about them, they always want to bring up negativity. They always want to hate on what they do. And I just think they don't get enough credit. And I really enjoyed the first movie for what it was. It was definitely a great movie. It was the one that started it all. It was the first chapter in the live action movie franchise. And I just have to say I enjoyed the first Transformers movie. Now the second movie came out, I think it was 2009. And I can remember going to the movies with my mom and we seeing it for the first time. And I can remember the movie getting mixed reviews. Some people didn't like the movie. Some people was hating on the movie. And some people liked the movie. And I have to say I was one of those people that really enjoyed the movie for what it was. I felt like it was a great sequel. To me, I enjoyed it. To me, I liked it just as much as the first movie. And I just liked how the second movie was based off The Fallen, which was the original Decepticon. It was based off a comic book. And I really enjoyed the movie for what it was. I loved it. And we got new characters in the second movie, which was Soundwave, which was Ravage. We also got combiners like the Constructicons, the Form Devastator, which was awesome. We also got the history of the Primes. We got introduced by the original 13 Primes. And it was really cool. We got a new villain too, which was the Fallen. The very first Decepticon that started the war on Cybertron. And to me, I really enjoyed that movie for what it was. I thought it was a great sequel, despite all the people hating on it. To me, I loved it. I thought it was a great sequel. I thought it was a worthy sequel to the 2007 movie. And I have to say I loved it. Now the third movie, I can remember going to the movies with my brother and my mom to see that one. And I can remember seeing it in 3D. because it was the first Transformers movie that was featured in 3D. Transformers: Dark of the Moon, and it had characters like Sentinel Prime, which was cool, who was voiced by the late Leonard Nimoy, you know, who also did the voice of Galvatron in the 1986 G1 movie, animated movie. And I just thought it was cool that they got Leonard Nimoy back to voice a Transformer, to voice Sentinel Prime. That was just perfect, And, I will never forget that. It was just an amazing experience. Also, seeing it in 3D was also cool, seeing it in a different way, And it was just really awesome how we got characters like the Wreckers. I like the Wreckers, which was new characters with the third movie. We also got characters like Sentinel Prime. We got characters like Shockwave, which was really cool. And I just love the Transformers designs. And I just like how each movie, they make them transform differently, And I just felt like they spent a lot of money to make the movies good. Is what they want to do. They wanted to make them transform differently, and they wanted to, give them different, like, I like they off modes, they vehicle modes, and I just think they did an amazing job, with their designs, and I really love Transformers 3. Like, I just felt like it was definitely a great part 3, because it's not that many part 3s that's really good, all that good, but I just felt like Transformers 3 wasn't just great like the first two movies. It was indeed incredible, and I enjoyed it. And that was the first movie that was featured in 3D, if I'm correct. The first Transformers movie, Transformers 3: Dark of the Moon. And Transformers: Age of Extinction I really enjoyed as well. It was a great movie. Now that movie I didn't see in theaters. I actually had a clear bootleg of it, Transformers: Age of Extinction, and I can remember watching it like crazy. But I also couldn't wait till the DVD come out, because I remember getting the DVD around Christmas time, and I just had a blast. I really, I watched the real DVD like crazy, and at first it took me a while to get used to Age of Extinction because it was a completely different cast. But I really enjoyed it in time. In time, I really enjoyed it. It took me a little bit to get used to the movie. But in time, I ended up really liking the movie because they went with a new direction with the fourth movie. They started fresh. They added new human cast members, which was Kate Yeager and Tessa, and other characters like, and in the fourth movie, we got new characters such as Galvatron. We got characters like Stinger, characters like Lockdown, who was a great villain. Lockdown was no joke. I really love his design. And I just love how they redesigned the robots from top to bottom. And each robot had their own unique design. We also got characters like Crosshairs, characters like Drift, he was like a samurai triple changer, which was really cool. And I like how we got the Dinobots for the very first time. I thought that was really cool to see on a big screen and see them transform, and it was just awesome. I really love Age of Extinction as well. It was definitely a great continuation from the trilogy, and it definitely picks up from where Transformers: Dark of the Moon left off. From them talking about the Battle of Chicago and the aftermath. And in this movie, the humans, some of the humans, was seeing all the Transformers as bad. Even the Autobots, because the Autobots was on the run from Cemetery Wind. I think that's what their name was with Lockdown, because they was being hunted down in this movie, and they were in hiding. And and it's just really crazy how the humans in the previous movies trust the Autobots, but after the events of Dark of the Moon, they didn't seem like they trusted them anymore, and Optimus felt differently. Optimus was, end up losing faith for a minute about the humans, but You know, after talking to Kate Yeager told him to never lose faith in him, you know, which was hard for Optimus, which I can understand, but, you know, because, you know, the humans was responsible for Ratchet, you know. Not all of them, but they were, you know, in lockdown, you know, from Ratchet getting killed, you know. But for the most part, I really enjoyed Transformers Age of Extinction for what it was. It was definitely a great movie. And I sure do wish I would have went to the movies and seen it. But it was definitely a great part 4. It was definitely great. And it was something new. And it was something fresh. And it was also interesting because the humans was making their own Transformers. And I like that. I like how they was using, like it was scientists creating their own Transformers. You know, I thought that was cool. And I also enjoyed Transformers The Last Night. That was also a great sequel to Age of Extinction. And I have to say, I enjoyed The Last Night. I liked The Last Night a little more than Age of Extinction, you know. And to me, I really enjoyed The Last Night. The Last Night, Transformers The Last Night was the last movie that I seen in theaters. And it was also the last one that I seen in 3D. And I really enjoyed it for what it was. It was definitely a great movie as well. And I just think that all 5 of the Transformers movies are great movies, and I think that they all underrated because they get way too much hate nowadays and so much negativity. And I have to say, I'm one of those fans that will always appreciate the movies for what they was, you know. And this is somebody who also is a G1 fan. I love G1, but I accept the movies for what they are. You know, I don't want them to be G1. They don't have to be G1 to be great. You know, they great in their own way. You know, each version of Transformers out there is unique in their own way. And they have their own unique style and their own unique designs. And I feel like the live action movies, I see the movies as its own version of Transformers. You know, it doesn't have to be a complete copy. It doesn't have to be something like this, you know. And that's what I accept about the live action movies. You know, you have some fans like me that accept it for what it is, but then you have a bunch of fans out there that don't accept it for what it is, and I think that's what their problem is. You know, and I just think that, like, I look at the movies as different versions of Transformers. Like, I look at it as its own generation. You know, its own version, just like Transformers Prime, just like G1. Just like Transformers Animated, just like Beast Wars, you know. Each version of Transformers have its own unique version, and it has its own unique style, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I think as fans we have to realize that there's nothing wrong with different versions of Transformers, and it's important that we accept it for what it is, you know. And I just have to say, this is my video, and you know, there's no music in this video. I've been having problems on YouTube lately because these new restrictions of them keep copyrighting claiming my videos, ID claiming. And it's just something that's been really annoying for me. And, you know, I love doing videos, especially Transformers videos, but lately it's been a pain because YouTube keeps slapping me with copyright ID claims, which is annoying. And, I do want to continue to do videos, but there's another part of me that wants to stop because of this copyright claiming problem, you know. But this has just been my video, and I want to make a shout out to my subscribers, and I want to thank the people that supported me for the longest. You know, even the people that supported me when I had my first channel, which is Cybertron Gaming. And this is my second channel. And I've been doing this for a while, and I just want to say thank you all for your support. Thank you for those that were supporting me since my first channel. And I just want to say God bless you all. And thank you for your support, you know. And I would love to continue to do videos, but especially Transformers videos, because I'm a huge fan of the movies. And but I have to say my least favorite Transformers movie was Bumblebee. You know, I wasn't crazy about Bumblebee. I didn't hate Bumblebee, but I just didn't love it. It was my least favorite, you know. Because I guess the reason why I just felt like the robots looked too animated, they looked too cartoonish. They just didn't look realistic to me, you know. But I get that everybody has their own favorite version of Transformers. Some people may feel that that's their favorite, but Bumblebee was my least favorite out of the 5 movies. But I really enjoyed all 5 of the Transformers movies. And I just want to say God bless you all, and thank you for your support. Thank you so much. And this has been my video. This is Soundwave VGM Music.